everyone again. We are back to the WordPress course series. So this is episode 3, where we'll be installing WordPress on a live server. As you can see, I'm about to do something. So what I'm about to do is that I'm about to check for hosting companies. So what are hosting companies? What are domains? For you to be able to host on a live server, you need two things majorly. You need to get an hosting company and you need to get a domain name. A domain name is like your house address on the internet. So that's how you'll be contacted on the internet. So it's just basically your house address, nothing more than that. While your hosting is your house itself. So your house has an address. So then the hosting is your house. Sorry, the hosting is your land. Then your website is your house. So the website has an address, of course. So just imagine you are purchasing a land or a space online, and you are building a house on it or a property on it, which is the website. Then you have to point. Um, it has to have an address, so which is the domain name. I think that's the lamest explanation around. So right now, how do we get a domain name? How do we get and hosting? So you can see I was about to check cheap hosting in Nigeria. You can check cheap domain names in Nigeria also. So I think that's that. But I'm not trying to promote any company here. I'm just doing a random search. In fact, I'm recording this as I'm. It's not like I prepared this recording. I'm actually doing it live. So I don't. It's not like I have anything I've thought in mind to display here at all. So I'm just doing it live. So anything we see here is what we might be using. But though I have my own hosting, so I don't want to purchase any hosting again. I have a domain, a sample domain name I'm going to use, and I don't want to purchase anyone anymore. So I'm just going to do a search there, so you can see a lot of it. You have one that has says hostassets.net. They have 1.93 per month. Well, it's good, it's okay. So you have Amazon, you have one that says HostBlast at 0.5 dollars per month. Wow, this kind of cheap. Let's see what will happen here. That's kind of cheap, kind of cheap. Oh, bro, I can see why it's cheap. So you have been given 1 gig web space, but you can just choose the second one. The second one has 10 gig web space, or the third one which is just $1. So you can still afford this and still go with that. But I'm gonna buy anything right now because I don't need them. So wow, this is serious. This is serious, and no no fee, no activation, and it's just $1. Imagine. That's a bit on the cheaper end. That's a bit on the cheap end. So you can just use it hostblast.com, I think. So check it out. But I do use if there are other Nigerian hosting companies here around, like most of people use Google Host, but I don't know. I have a lot of as per preference. I we all differ in things we want or things we want to use. So okay, look at domainking.ng here. It says 375 per month. Imagine, and you're gonna get a free domain also. Is that it? You're gonna get a free domain for that, but I'm sure you'll have to pay for a year with that. I'm sure of that. You have to pay for a year before you can get a free domain, a free .ng domain. You have to pay for a year. So, but you just know that any decision you're making now, everything comes with an advantages and disadvantages also. So, that's that. That's that for that. I'm not. I'm gonna reiterate this again. I'm not promoting any company here at all. I'm just doing a random search. Let's check here. Just doing a random search. So you can just find out yourself, check things out yourself, and know which one you want to go for. In fact, this one has this one says they have a free version, a free bronze hosting, a free one which is 0 per month. Imagine, and that's 1 gig space. Maximum website one. Fine, you can use this too if you feel that's what you are capable of buying. And you can also use this, but I prefer you use this if you are using Trust. I use this so that you can have a leverage of doing at least 1 or 2 things. Then if you think you want to get or host more website, then you can then use this. I'm just saying, well, you're gonna see the one I do use right now in a short while. So the one I do use is called the one I do use is called Namecheap. I use Namecheap because I just love the service. That's all. Nothing, nothing more, nothing less. You understand? I just love their service. There's no particular reason. It's just a preference. Yeah, I think well, there's a reason also, but they are kind of responsive. Um they are response. So this name chip here. Oh, sorry, I think I just talked about hosting. So now let's talk about domain names. So cheap domain names, in Nigeria. So most times the cheapest domain name you can find around is the .ng domain. Understand? .ng domain names. Those are the ones that are they are .com.ng rather. .ng .ng are a bit expensive, but .com.ng are on the cheap end. Um, that's like a subdomain for you can see. I think it shows something the other time. So let's kind of use WordPress series. Let's see if that is not taken already. Oh, fine. You can see the amount. That's 4,700. So that's it. And you can see a .ng that says 9,500. Then you can see another one that says a .com.ng that says 1,200. So that's what I'm trying to say, that a .com.ng is cheaper than a .ng itself alone. You understand now? So that's that. So if you want to now purchase, then you can now click on add to cart and continue the buying. You understand? So far it is available. So far this is available here, then you are good to go, right? So I think that's that. So I'm just gonna pause this video and log in into my own um and logging into my own hosting. I told you I already have a domain, a sample domain that we're going to use. So you're going to be using that. Then, but mind you, if you try to access that domain name, um, maybe after these recordings has been made, I might have brought it down. I might have removed it from the hosting. So I'm just giving you heads up in case you try to access the domain name. So I think that's that. So now I am logged in into my own account, into my own um, cPanel. So when you purchase a domain name, you'll be given some credentials to log in. So when you are logging in, you'll be logging in into most times something they call a cPanel. The cPanel is kind of a general thing that you tend to log into. But most some other websites, at least few websites or few web hosting companies don't use cPanel. They use other panels because we have a lot of panels, so they use other panels to manage their hosting. So, but the common one you're going to see is the cPanel. So now this is what you'll be having when you log into your cPanel, like I've said. So how do I install a a how do I attach my domain, or how do I install the WordPress? Okay, now when you click on you can see I'm trying to scroll down. I'm trying to do something here. Now you are going to be finding or let me just do a search. That's in case. Let me just do a search. Domain. Start. So now I can see my domain. I'm going to be adding a subdomain now to this domain. I'm going to be adding a subdomain. Sorry, I blurred my server information. They are very important for me to do that. You understand? It's very important for me to blur out the server information because we don't know who is watching. So I'm just going to pick up the sample edu.tk, then WordPress like that. Then we having WordPress.sample, but I'm going to change it to WordPress, WordPress sample. That's just a choice. You understand? It's not something that's important. Yeah, then you click on create. I just added a subdomain. Why am I adding a subdomain? I'm adding a subdomain because I already have a site on sample.edu.tk. That's why I added a subdomain so that when we build our WordPress, we can access it from WordPress sample edu.tk. You understand? If you want to get your own TK domain name, the .tk I'm using is a free domain. So you can get that Freenom, from freenom.com. You can get that from freenom.com, you understand? Then you can get that from freenom.com, like I said. That's a sample. So you can just check something out, then you're gonna get a free domain there, and you are good to go. You understand? So you are good to go. So now we have that now. It's saying it's even giving us HTTPS. Well, that's how awesome Namecheap is. So now that we have our domain name set up, so let's now go back to where we are going to be installing WordPress. So in every cPanel, there is always something they call subtaculars. Let me take a breath here, so that you can process everything I've been saying. So now, breathtaking. In every cPanel, there's something you are always going to see, which is called the subtaculars. The subtaculars contains a lot of software that you can auto install yourself. So we'll be using the auto install method for subtaculars. Since you are using a cPanel, there's no need for us to go through the manual process. You understand? But I might just I might not I won't be showing you the manual process, but I would um talk about it. That's after I've done the automatic process of installing um, the WordPress. So now I'm going to click on the subtaculars application for us to see what I'm talking about. So you realize that you have a lot of scripts here. You have a lot of scripts here. Lots of scripts here. You can see that. It's even telling me one thing is outdated. Well, I really don't care about that right now. So I'm just going to click on WordPress, right? So I'll have to pick my domain name here, which is WordPress.sample. Can you see that? So then we'll WordPress, sorry, WordPress series. That's the title name of my site name. Then the description also says WordPress series. Um, I'm going to leave this out. That's for advanced WordPress courses. I'm going to make a tutorial on that also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. We're saying it's bad. Well, is it bad? Let's use their custom. So I'm copying this because I might later forget where the password, because I can't even remember this. So then with admin email, we have that. Then it's telling us, do you want to install limit login attempt? Well, these are plugins that are very important. So it says limit login attempt. So it means that if somebody is trying to hack into your site, it will, when they've tried it after 3 times, it will log them out. You understand? It will ban their IP. That's what it does. So you can just read it out. You can say protect your site against brute force attacks by limiting the number of login attempts for WordPress installation. So that's it. I'm just going to click it out. Also, classic editor. Yeah, this is one of the editors for WordPress. Well, for this tutorial, you can do that also. But when we did the offline installation, we didn't install any plugin yet. So I think I'm just only going to just show you. I might not be installing this too. Or like, okay, I'm going to install this. I'm going to leave this out. I'm going to leave that out because we won't be using it at all. You can see this, the advance is closed. So it means you can either touch it or not. But let's just go through what is there. It says database name. It means that you can change what's on the database. You understand? Then here it says what again? Then you can do the prefix and things like that. So that's it. That's it for that. So I'm just gonna pick up a theme here to install. I think I like this corporate. So I'm picking up a theme, then I'm installing that. So you can see it's taking me this may take 3 to 4 minutes to install. So all I have to do is just sit back and watch. Fine, great. So we have our site now. You can see it said what has been installed at so let's check it out. Wow, same privacy error, like I care right now. But what we need to see is the site. Just bypass the privacy error. Wow. Uh, you can access the site. Why? I don't know. Then it says we can still access the admin area. So why? Fine, we can access the admin area, but we can't access the main site. That reason, I don't know. You can see that it has been installed now, but we need to access the main site so that you will be able to see what we've just done. Sorry, I'm going to check the theme to see if any theme has been activated. Oh, you can see it's saying the active theme is broken. Hey, yeah. Well, I chose one. I didn't know that the active theme will be broken. Why would it be broken in the first place? I'm going to activate another one. I don't know why that will be broken and why is it replicating itself. So if I now go back to this website now, I should see our website here. Fine. I don't know if you are looking at this right now. Wow, this is awesome. This is great. You can see the way it looks like. Very awesome. So I'm gonna leave this out there for a while. fact, I'm gonna leave it for a long time for us to see. But the thing is that we won't be modifying the WordPress, the live server. We will be modifying the offline server from this moment henceforth. So whatever you learn from the offline also can be applied to the online, to the live server. You understand? So I think I'm done with the automatic installation of WordPress on the live server. So like I said, that if you now want to, you shouldn't have a problem since you're using a cPanel. So I think I'm just going to brief how you can, I'm not going to show you like I said, just going to brief it. So if peradventure you want to now use, you want to use, what's it called now? The manual process on the live server. So all you have to do is just download the WordPress itself again from WordPress.com from here. You understand? Then upload it to your file manager. How do you get to the file manager? You're going to find the file manager here. You're going to find the file manager here. So when you click on that, then it will take you to it will take you to um, where you are going to see the list of files in your hosting. So you see where you're going to upload that WordPress. You will see where to extract it also. So then you will now set up your database. So how do you set that up? You are going to look for, go to database wizard. Then you click on that. Then you set that up there. You understand? So that, I think that's just that. The way it is right now. That's that. That's that. So I'm not going to say more than that on the manual process. Then you just go through the local manual process the same way as you so the same way you go through the local manual process on the live server also. That same way. After you've created database, then you have to insert it where appropriate, and I think that's all. So that ends this WordPress series episode 3, installing on the live server. If you have any question, kindly drop the questions below or give us a call. Sorry, send a mail rather, because giving us a call will just make things, um, we might go crazy receiving calls. So just drop a mail for us. We are going to check it out no matter how long it takes. Um, or a comment, you're going to check it out no matter how long it takes. Stay tuned. Kindly subscribe to our channel to encourage us to make more of this video. I'm just going to say this now. I should have said it in episode 2 and 1, but let me just make it out. Let me just say it out right now. The amount of audience that view this our series will encourage us to make this season 2. You've seen the course content also, so kindly share with your friends, your loved one, if you want them to learn. Also, um, the more the merrier. You understand? Like I said, we are trying to do our part, empowering people. That's why we made this course a free one. So kindly subscribe and invite others to subscribe also. Thank you very much.